Rapper Offset was spotted at Kanye West's album listening party in Miami last night, hanging out with a new girl who just happens to be a model.
Yo, really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. He like to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy.
Real reason that Cardi and Offset broke up is that he allegedly got somebody else pregnant, and that was the last straw for Cardi. This explains why Cardi has been so hurt and has been dragging him for filth on social media. Plus, Offset doesn't appear to be remorseful cause sources are claiming that he is threatening some legal actions against Cardi B after she removed her money from their joint account, and he is threatening to take her to court. Y'all, poop just hit the fan, and y'all are not going to believe the insanity that is going on behind the alright. Here's a rewritten version of your text with improved clarity, punctuation, and flow, but without a TI. Let's dive into this wild drama because it's reaching crazy levels of insanity. Word on the street is that the real reason Cardi B and Offset broke up is because he allegedly got someone else pregnant, and that was the final straw for Cardi. This might explain why she's been so emotional and publicly dragging him on social media. On the other hand, Offset doesn't seem too remorseful. In fact, sources claim he's threatening legal action against Cardi B after she removed money from their joint account. He's reportedly considering taking her to court. Y'all, the drama just exploded, and you won't believe the madness going on behind the scenes.
Cardi B allegedly drains Offset's bank account. I'm like, damn. You was out here doing what you was doing allegedly, and Cardi B got access to your bank account, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, I swear the drama between Offset and Cardi B just keeps getting crazier and crazier because it looks like we are starting to finally understand the reasoning that Cardi had and has been flipping out on Offset on social media and calling him out for being a horrible person. The streets are saying that not only did Offset cheat on Cardi, but he also allegedly had a bab on her, and that's the real reason that Cardi got so mad that she's been flipping out on him. Y'all, this is next level insane, but honestly it shouldn't be that surprising. Even Offset's history of being for the streets, Offset has been achieved before they even tied the KN, and his go-to move is to mess up.
Things just haven't been working out between us for a long time, and it's nobody's fault. It's just like, I guess we grew out of love, but we're not together anymore.
Get God cheating and then go all out with some grand gesture to win Cardi back, and that's how he managed to get Card in the first place. They first met back in 2016 at an industry event, and they cross paths a couple times after that. Offset likes to go big, and their first stat was at the 2017 Super Bowl, where he got them the best seats in the house. Talk about pulling out all the stops. He was clearly trying to impress, and well, it worked.
You want to get married?
You know, I'm a woman. Every woman, I think, wants to get married and want to have children.
It's early, though.
I ain't never too early to get married now. You know, if you want to propose to me, you can.
Cardi said yes, and they started dating. But there was only one issue at the time in the relationship, and that was the fact that he just kept on cheating on her and making her look bad. This is why she decided to keep the relationship secret, because she knew that he was going to make her look bad with his cheating way. They kept the relationship hush-hush and claimed to just be friends. Whenever anyone asked, I get the whole privacy thing and her not wanting any invasion of privacy, but they took it to another level with their outright denials because they went over the top to keep it secret, but they just couldn't keep the charade up for that long because their denials weren't fooling nobody, and they eventually had to come clean and admit that they are an item. However, fans quickly clocked the tea. From the get-go, it seemed like Cardi was more serious about the relationship, and Offset.
I have not messed with Offset since he's had his baby. I didn't know how serious this marriage was. I kind of read or kind of see things, but I haven't it took until today to actually get into this, seeing everything. You know, a lot of girls would just deal with this situation and just be like, yo, I took Cardi B's, or I'm the reason that they're getting a divorce or anything. I feel ashamed
that he started dropping some not so subtle hints and basically nudging him to put a ring on it. Homegirl girl was right. To say I do, and she wasn't shy about it. At the VMAs in August 2017, Cardi practically shouted from the rooftops that she was all in for marriage, and y'all, I swear the drama between Offset and Cardi B just keeps getting crazier. It's finally starting to make sense why Cardi has been going off on Offset on social media, calling him out for being a horrible person. Word on the street is that not only did Offset cheat on Cardi again, but he allegedly got someone else pregnant, and that's what really set her off. This is next level insane, but honestly, it's not all that surprising given Offset's track record. Let's be real, Offset has been for the streets even before they tie the knot. His go-to move has always been to mess up, get caught cheating, and then come back with some grand gesture to win Cardi back. That's literally how he got her in the first place. They first met in 2016 at an industry event and ran into each other a few times after that. Offset likes to go big, and their first official date was at the 2017 Super Bowl, front row seats and all. He was clearly trying to impress her, and it worked. Cardi said yes, and they started dating. But there was one major problem from the beginning. He kept cheating and making her look bad. That's why Cardi decided to keep their relationship private. She knew how he moved and didn't want to be embarrassed. They kept things hush-hush, claiming to be just friends whenever people asked. Now, I get the whole privacy thing, but they really went over the top with their denials. Still, they couldn't keep the act up for long because no one was buying it, and eventually they had to come clean and admit they were a couple. Fans had already picked up on the tea, though. From the jump, it was clear Cardi was more serious about the relationship than Offset was. She even started dropping hints, basically nudging him to put a ring on it. And she wasn't subtle. At the VMAs in August 2017, Cardi practically shouted from the rooftops that she was ready for marriage.
One birthday wish, and that's to get my wife back, Cardi. You know what I'm saying? We're going through a lot of things right now, a lot of things in the media. I want to apologize to you, Cardi. You know, I embarrassed you. I made you look crazy, doing things I ain't had no business. I was partaking in activity that I shouldn't have been taking in.